Hi guys, welcome back. It's Friday and so this is my third instalment in the Friday Sews videos, and I've got today some sewing to show you, some fabrics to show you, some new patterns and ideas, and also a little bit of my sewing room organisation that I'm planning. So the first thing I want to show you is my completed everyday blouse. So you know I tested for Stitched in Wonderland's new pattern, the everyday blouse, and I did the long sleeved version, which I love. And once I made that one, I immediately knew I had this gorgeous fabric from Andrea at the Pink Door, and I wanted to make the shorter sleeve version. So here it is, and it is finished. And I love it. I'll probably put in photos because I'm sure you won't see this very well. As you can see, I did the shorter, but still no less dramatic, because they've got this lovely gathering at the sleeve there. And I love how it turned out. I loved this fabric. So I'd never worked with double gauze before, and I found it really easy to sew with, and I'd heard people say they had an issue sometimes with it stretching out while sewing, and I think the only place that this one might have stretched out a little bit was when I was hemming it at the bottom. I think it may have stretched a little bit, but honestly I'm going to tend to wear it tucked in, so it'll make absolutely no difference. So yeah, so the differences to this one from my original tester version is that I made a size smaller. So I'll probably put in a picture of the sizing chart, because it's not in size numbers, it's in letters, and I did an F last time, and it's also drafted for B, C or D cup, and I did a C. So this time I did an E, and I still did the C cup, and I really liked it. But when I tried it on at the stage before finishing up, I decided to just shave a little bit off the sides, so just from my armpits, shaved it in a little bit at the waist and went back out to the original, probably at its widest, took in maybe 3/4 of an inch. And so I did that on both sides, and I really like the fit. The other change I made was the placket. I didn't change the actual placket, but it is meant to have 4 buttons all the way up to the top. So I'll probably have to put a photo in, won't I? Because you'll probably not see this. But as you can see, I've just done 2. And that's because I know I'm never going to do those other buttons up. And so I thought I'll just do the 2, which I love these buttons. I'll see if you can see them. If not, again, I'll put in a photo. But they're these lovely wooden with this pattern on them. I'm hoping that shows up because I can't see till I edit. Yeah, so I put those on instead of 4. And the other thing I did slightly different was I sewed these straight through both layers of the placket, so you can't actually open them because I put it on and off and I never actually undo the buttons. So I thought I won't bother with the buttonholes, and I literally just sewed them straight onto the placket in place, so they were permanently there. And yeah, so that is the only changes I made, because I do love this pattern and I'm really happy with how that one turned out. In fact, I did tell Alice that I am looking for the fabric in my stash for my 3rd version. So yeah, again, everyday blouse, Stitched in Wonderland, really love that pattern. So that was what I made this week. I bought a few patterns, and I will probably insert photos of them for you because I bought them, they were all PDFs, so I've got nothing physical to show you. I have sent them or received them already to the printers to get them printed, but the first one that I just had to buy was the fabulous throwback tee by George and Ginger Patterns. Now, if you haven't seen this, you're going to love these photos. This is the lovely Laura from the Specky Seamstress, and she tested for them, and she's been putting up fantastic versions, and I just absolutely love it. And in fact, when I bought it and I saw the one with the colour blocking stripes on the front, I thought of my viscose jerseys that you saw in my last video, and I thought they would be really nice. So if you hadn't seen them, it was these 4 here, and I just thought with the stripes across the front they could be really nice. And yeah, so I'm thinking I might do that. So I loved that pattern, and I think they had a promotional discount for being new, so I didn't pay very much for that one. The other patterns I got this week were from the company called, and I'm looking because they've changed their name, sorry, let me just check my notes. Waves and Wild, yes, of course. So if you've heard of Made by Jack's Mum, which I suspect a lot of you have, she's got some fabulous patterns. She has now rebranded and it's called Waves and Wild. And I saw on Instagram that the patterns were all reduced. And if you entered an extra code as well, which she had, you could get 50% off. So I bought the Heyday dungarees, which hopefully I'll insert here, which I've wanted for like forever. And while I was on there, I also bought the Cottesloe Cow ladies top. And honestly, after the discount and the already slashed prices, I think I paid less than £5 for those two patterns, and I'm chuffed to bits. So yeah, I've got some lovely new patterns to be working on in the future. As well as patterns, I received a couple of fabrics I ordered in the post, which I warn you now, if you don't like bright colours, turn away. If you do like bright colours, here they are. I've got this fabulous cotton jersey, and I'm hoping you can see that these cherries are really sparkly. They're a foil print in the fabric, and I mean, isn't that just the most sumptuous fabric ever? I love a bright colour, which you'll know by now, and obviously blue I like, but not just the cherries. Oh no, I had another piece of fabric. It's this one here. I know it's bright, but again, those strawberries are so gorgeous and glittery, and I love both these fabrics. And I already think, 99% certain, I am going to make them into the Bicala top, which is a pattern by, I hope I say this right, everyone always says they're not sure, by Graziella. I will insert, and as always, all the details will be down in the description box below. So yes, what with the throwback tee and the colour blocking and these two gorgeous fabrics, I am working for a very bright and colourful, cheery wardrobe right as we go into spring and summer. So those are like my sewing plans. The other thing I wanted to mention that I'm doing at the moment is I have, let me just grab them here. Whoop. I have these pattern archive envelopes that I use. So when I've cut out my fabric, my patterns and used them, I put them into one of these, and you can put the name of the pattern and the size and also any notes at the bottom. So I need to add to this one because I haven't put the second version on there yet. But what I haven't been doing, and I've only done it I think on this one so far, is adding the artwork. So I have got, and let me just grab them for you. Okay, so I have got this many, I'm hoping you can see, I've got this many at the moment with patterns in that I have used, and most of them just have the pattern name. So I want to go through and make any notes to changes I made and to put the artwork on the front. That way when I pick them up, they'll be much easier to see immediately which pattern's in there. It's harder when you've just got the pattern name and number on the front of the packet. So yeah, I've had a good week. As well as this, the other thing you'll hopefully already know is I posted my video about the Frugal Fox challenge. So I'm hoping you've already seen it because loads of you have, and thank you so much for all the new people that I think have come across to me thanks to these Friday sews and also the Frugal Fox. I do hope you enjoy my channel. Please go back and check out my other videos and like and subscribe. But yeah, I put that up this week and I'll again link it down below. So that involved a lot of planning and shopping my fabric stash for ideas, which means I've now got a lovely bundle of fabrics that I need to decide which ones to wash ready for my frock for the Frugal Fox. So stay tuned, because over on Instagram I'm going to probably be doing snippets and little sneak previews of how I'm getting on, and that will tell you, I suspect, which one I've plumped for. So that's it for me. Not a very long one, but it's been a really good week for sewing and videos for me. I hope you enjoyed this little catch up. I'm really chuffed that I'm doing these Friday sews and I'm really enjoying everybody else's. Make sure you check out the hashtag Friday Sews to see all the other amazing vloggers and what they get up to. And I will say goodbye, and I'll see you all in my next video.